howdy, hi. Welcome to the Hey, Howdy, Hi podcast, episode 2. Today, we're talking all about content creation, and I'm so excited. We are here again with my girl, Jess. Thank you for being here.
Yes, happy to be here.
So, I have Jess on again today because I think Jess is actually so creative in the content space. And she actually, if you remember from the last episode, she makes a little content herself for some friends, which I think is amazing. Share your gift. Share your gift. I want to talk about content because a lot of people want to know the ins and outs, what I use, what you use, and how we just create.
hmm
So let's just go from there.
I feel like a lot of it is like what looks pleasing to the eye. So it's like I usually like to make videos that I would think look good. And it's kind of like inspiration. Like I get a lot of inspiration online anywhere. And I mean, just actually inspiration like everything. Just everyday life. Like
Right.
actually like for gyros, I think I was watching what which one's what's the I can't think of the name of it. Which one's the movie with Harry Styles? Have you watched it?
No.
Ah, I can't.
Movie?
Yes, there's a movie with Harry Styles. Oh my gosh, maybe it's called something. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm watching a movie and it's kind of just as a background. I'm doing laundry, and it's like this clip, and one of the main characters she's pouring like coffee, but it's in a different. In a different view. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. Like I want to do something like that for marketing for it, and it's kind of just getting inspo from everywhere and like what's pleasing to your eye
Yeah,
and
I
kind
love
of
that.
putting it into your own content.
I've never been like a photographer. I've never really ever tried or had desire to be a photographer until I started content creating. I feel
Mhm.
like I do have an eye. Like I'll look at a different corner of the room and see something that somebody might not see.
Mhm.
And I think that's so fun. I think it's
Mhm.
so fun looking through the lens of other people, which I feel like that's content. Like that's pictures, that's videos, that's reels, and like Instagram, not even just Instagram, but just like art and
Mhm.
seeing the world through other people's eyes, I think is
Mhm.
so cool and fascinating to me. But let's just tell them everything. I want to tell everybody everything about
Yeah.
how I create, why I create, and what I use to create. So, truly, what I use is my phone. I use everything on my phone.
Mhm.
Everything. I have a camera. I don't use it because I don't know how. And I just use my back camera. I use my back camera for everything. Everything. It is rare I will use my front camera. If I do, it's because the lighting is very good. But I never use my front camera for videos. It's always my back camera, usually on 0.5. Camera settings, do you really want to know? I don't even know what they are. My camera settings, I don't even know. My video, 4K and 60. 4K, 60, what is it? MPS? Whatever. 4K and 60, okay? I like it. I also I edit in CapCut. I love CapCut. I think it's amazing. I think it's so easy. I've tried Splice. I've tried VN. I've tried
Mhm.
InShot. I like CapCut. I really do because whenever I upload it, the quality is so
It
good.
stays good.
It like gets crispier.
That's crazy. I haven't
hmm
tried that yet.
I love it. I have to show you like my CapCut settings. There's like settings
Yeah.
in CapCut that like I think it says like upload higher resolution, I believe,
Mhm.
and that's what I have it on, and I love it.
I've seen it and I've tried it before. I'm just so used to just editing in whatever app I'm posting on.
I think that's actually like crazy.
I
I think that's
I think
crazy.
it's like I don't have the mental capacity. Like I'm just so busy. I'm just like, okay, I record and just put it in,
Yeah.
clip it, and that's it. Like
If
I
I'm
don't.
going to film like a 7-second clip, just like an outfit,
Mhm.
I'll do it in TikTok sometimes because I don't have to
Mhm.
edit it. Sometimes I will edit it though, and it takes me forever. I don't know why. Like the arrows in TikTok
I
are
feel like it's
harder. No,
easier.
they're harder for me to control than on CapCut.
See, okay, that's me. It's the opposite. On
Really?
CapCut, it's harder for the arrows for me. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And that with Instagram. Instagram, I'm not too fond
I haven't
of.
really, yeah, I've tried it on Instagram. It doesn't let me clip it because I can't see what second I'm on
Hmm.
when I move it.
You can though. I think they've changed it.
Really?
They've
That's my
changed it.
problem. That's why I don't like editing on there
But you're just a
because
creature of nature, right? Or creature of habit. Creature
creature.
of habit.
Yeah.
You're just used to it. That's kind of like me. Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. I also don't have, I used to have a car mount. I don't have a car mount anymore because it broke.
Hmm.
So I literally just throw my phone on the dash facing backwards. Like I don't see it.
You're crazy.
And some people are like, I can't see myself, but it's Like, don't.
Yeah.
Some people like,
Think too much.
yes, but some people do like the excellence, which I think is important. But sometimes if you try too hard, it's
The
not gonna.
algorithm doesn't push it out.
No, and that's what used to happen to me. I would try so hard for a video and I would edit it forever and it just flopped. So that's when I
Same.
was like, I'm done trying. I'm just gonna have fun. And now I just have fun. I don't even, if I shoot a clip once, that's all I got. That's all
Yeah.
I'm using. So I gotta go with
Same.
it. So I feel like, I don't know.
Same. That's why I edit it in the app. So I'm just like, whatever, shooting it, editing it, and putting it out
Yes.
because the world just wants to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this point, like the aesthetic, it does matter.
Aesthetics do matter.
In different ways.
I feel like I started heavy on aesthetics. Like I wanted to be so cute and aesthetic and moody and turn my exposure all the way down.
Oh yeah.
That's literally not me whatsoever. I am not a clean girl. I'm not aesthetic whatsoever. My car's a mess. My room's a mess. Like I'm not like no. Like I'm chaos. Absolutely.
Same.
So I'm like, why am I trying to make my Instagram look so cute and clean and like no, like I'm going to stop. So I literally stopped. And cuz that's just not me. Like I'm not an aesthetic person whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I think once you just start mirroring your content to actually who you are, it pays off and it actually does a lot better. So same with like these videos that I make, right? Going to local coffee shops and going to local businesses. I feel like I film them more as my experience, but also like I'm really not trying to go to these places to review them. That's just like what Ruben wanted to have for lunch that day, and I just film it. And I give a lot of credit to him because he's the one that says, "Hey, I found this restaurant. We're going. By the way, you can film it." And I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'm filming this today." I give him a lot of credit because he's the one that finds all of these restaurants. He's the one that told me about Barai. He's the one that told me about Dat Good Good. What's that place called where I had the Smack Eats?
Oh, Smack Eats.
Smack
I
Eats.
still haven't tried.
Oh my gosh. Also Ruby Ladle. He told me about Ruby Ladle. Like he is the one that finds these places. But
So you guys kind of just like foodies together before you were even
yes,
before you even started shooting content
before yes, and that's one of my favorite things about Ruben is he loves trying new things, and that was like such a big deal to me in the beginning. He loves trying new things, and that's like my favorite thing about him. But yeah, we're big foodies before I started posting it. Even if I like stopped posting on TikTok tomorrow, we'd still be trying these new restaurants on our own. But I just like to post it from like my experience, not so much like if I don't like it, I might tell you. I might just not include it. Because what if you love chicken Alfredo? And what if I didn't that day? You know, like little things like that. But sole purpose, I just think it's fun sharing my experience. And I like to encourage other people to do it okay, honest hour. We're going to have an honest hour. And I'm trying to, not get my feelings hurt. Every time I post a new coffee shop, I see that coffee shop on my For You page for the whole next week. Because everybody does it after, right?
Yes.
Love it. I love the inspiration. But do it. I want to see who's behind the camera. I want to meet you. I want this to be more intentional. Maybe that's your niche and you want to be more of a review-based person. Go off. Do it. But I just love personalities and I love meeting people. I want to know who you are. Tell me you're honest. Give me the tea. Like, what do you like about this place? Like, I want to see their personality,
I do feel like that's kind of what you see, and it's just inauthentic.
Yeah. Like, just be more authentic with it. And if you want your page to grow, show your face. Don't turn on your newscaster voice. Be real. Like, just have fun with it. And if you stumble, you stumble. Sometimes I'll post a video and I literally don't even know what I said. And I just leave it in there because I don't feel like trying again.
And that's honestly why I love your videos so much, because it's just always raw and I love it. And yeah, that's a lot you see all over like TikTok, and it's like, hi, blah 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 blah. I'm like, and then I honestly scroll past those videos, and I think a lot of people do too. So it's kind of like, this is your sign. Be more authentic.
Be more authentic and
be
you, and think you have to put yourself sometimes, not all the time. Put yourself in the viewer's shoes. If you were watching your own clip, can you go back and watch your own clips? I will go back and watch my own clips to like critique myself. But sometimes when I look at my own videos, I'm like, that's not even me. I don't even think that's me. It's so weird.
You can't think too hard about it, though.
Don't. Yes.
Once you start doing that, then that's when it's like, I'm going to delete this. And
Yeah.
no. And sometimes not all your videos are going to hit. Some of them are going to flop.
Yeah. A lot of my videos flop. And it's just like, you can't think about it.
No, you just have to keep on posting.
One of like my biggest, I would say, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. A local creator, I think she's so cool. She's amazing. She was asking for advice and she was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what should I do for content? Like, my last video I posted only got like 200 likes. She was like, what do you do? I was like, I can't even tell you how many likes my last post got because I don't look. I don't care. I might look at views. Did this video do well on views, right? You also can't rely on views because TikTok is so annoying and likes to push your stuff here and there, and it makes no sense.
I will say, though, there are tips and tricks for it.
Yes, there are definitely tips and tricks. I don't follow the rules as far as like posting times. I post whenever the heck I post. It'll be at 10 p.m.
You know what's crazy is when I post early in the morning, early in the morning, like crack of dawn, like 5 to 7, those ones go off.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Or at night. Well, sometimes at night it just is hit or miss. I guess it just really doesn't matter. But during the day, no.
Yeah, I
Crack
feel
of
that.
dawn. It's crazy. It's just those ones hit every time.
I think of like, I just don't look at the time. I don't. I just post it when it's done.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That one video that got a lot of like views and shares, like that kind of went viral. That one I was honestly like, I just need to post and just put some content. And I just put it out, didn't even think about it. And it just hit out of nowhere. I'm like, oh wow. I mean, it was nice, but like I didn't expect it to hit.
Yeah.
I thought like maybe like 1,000 views.
That's kind of how it happens. It's like when you just don't, it's like you put effort into it, but you don't like rely
it's kind
on
of just that's when it hits. It's like okay, like you don't care, so I'm gonna push it out.
Yeah, you can't expect it to hit. You can't expect it to like go viral either, or because it's not. It's like when you least expect it. But you have to just put out like good quality stuff. Like it has to be like
always record with your front camera. I feel like not front camera, your back camera.
I'm like, oh
no, I have a client friend, and like you can tell, like, you know, she wants to push herself out there, you know, but like in her content, I can see the vision.
Yes,
but it's just always blurry. And like me personally, and that's what I look at. Like when I put out content for myself, I put out what I want to see, what I would want to see, what I won't scroll past, and like. I don't like nobody likes low quality videos.
Yeah, but it's crazy because sometimes like low quality videos would do so well.
That is
but
true.
like
honestly, but on my TL, no, I never see maybe because like that's how
that's how mine is
put
too.
it. My algorithm, like I don't like seeing that, so I don't see it. I scroll past it, not interested. Which who knows? Maybe less people are like that. I don't know. I just know that that's not what like I like to see. So like, and then I'm telling her like yeah, maybe you should shoot from your back camera. And she's like, yeah, maybe. But
I know
think
people
like to see themselves, but it's like the quality is just not the best in that.
Yeah, some people are used to seeing themselves, which I totally get. I was like that too. Well, I've always I used to use my front camera and I could even hear the difference in audio, which would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts when like I was editing and I hear the audio change in my next clip. And that just like drove me insane. But I truly think that it sounds, I sound like a hypocrite because I'm explaining all of this so much. And it sounds like I'm trying a lot, but I'm really not.
No, it's not. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's like, I would say it's like, how do you say it? It's not a lot, but there are some certain details that go into it.
Yeah. Whenever you constantly start doing it and it's part of like your routine, it's effortless. It really is.
Which I feel like it's effortless when you have the foundations down, like a good camera, knowing how to record, and like I said, like you don't care about it, but it just comes naturally to you, and it does come naturally to some people, like just, you know, a good camera, just knowing what to put out,
Yeah.
kind of.
And just being like,
Like, no
again,
filters too. Filters is one thing that, like, you can't put a filter on yourself.
yeah.
I think the one I do see that use a lot, but you can barely tell, is what, like, it's like the natural baby face or natural filter
Oh,
I see
like
people use.
on like embedded in TikTok. I
Yes.
think you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that one does. But other than, like, the other filters, like, no.
Yeah.
My filters are out.
Oh, 100%. I can't even take a selfie. I tried taking a
No.
selfie the other day. I literally can't take selfies. I suck. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. It's just my front camera.
Yeah.
I hate my front camera so much because the quality just sucks to me. So that's why I can't even take a freaking selfie. If I ever post selfies with my friends, it's back camera and 0.5. That's how I take my
I
pictures.
love that, though.
I don't know why. I feel like it makes sense to me.
I feel like that's just you. That's just Sierra coded.
Probably. Probably. Today's local business feature is Sisters from Texas. Sisters from Texas is from San Antonio. I met Leah. She's actually the owner of Sisters from Texas. I believe owner or co-owner, if I'm not mistaken. And I met her at a pop-up, and I immediately just fell in love with this girl. She's the coolest person ever. She's hilarious. I met her at LNRK. Look at that double business feature. I met her at LNRK. She was doing a pop-up and she does permanent jewelry. She is the funniest person ever, but also the most creative person ever when it comes to her jewelry. She just opened up her first storefront, and here is the address. Here is her Instagram. Go give them a follow. They have so many cute things in store. She also makes earrings. She makes jewelry. She has some other products in store. She has a lot of really cool beaded necklaces too. So I definitely recommend checking out their new storefront. It is kind of on Upper Broadway area, right across the street from Barai, next door to Montefiato. So, and Rachel and Riley. Look at that. There's like 4 businesses I just talked about. But definitely recommend following them, checking out her new store. It's so, so, so cute. Go check out Sisters from Texas. Okay, I am curious. So, like, what inspires you whenever you post on Jira? Because Jira is very specific in content. Like, your brand is so prominent on your pages. Like, what inspires you?
You know what's crazy? There's no mood board for it.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, like, it's crazy the way it is. It's just kind of like, I just like what I like. I want to put it out. But I will say though, like, Jarvis actually is a little bit more curated. I'm not a Pinterest girl.
Yeah.
But I've been becoming a Pinterest girl, and I feel like it's been helping a lot. Because, like, I always hated Pinterest because I'm like, I don't want to follow someone else. Like, I want to make my own thing. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, so I would never look at like inspo for like outfits or just inspo for something. I think it's just like so busy. I cannot use my mind to like think of all these ideas and stuff. So I'm like, Pinterest. Let's see.
You just know what you like.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Sometimes I will go on Pinterest and I will look like, I will find what I like and like, okay, that's like, I like that. But I'm someone too, like you said, I don't like to copy.
Yeah.
That's one thing is I like to get inspired, but I also like to make it my own thing because I want to be authentic as much as I can. So yeah, so Gyros is kind of just like, like, when you say it's so prominent and like, what do you mean by that? Because to me, I'm just pushing content out that I like. So I don't really have like a mood board for it. Well, I guess you say I do kind of have a mood board.
I wouldn't say mood board. Like, I don't have a mood board for anything. I just have like an eye and I know what I like. But you're very consistent on like your font, which I love. I'm so glad.
Canva.
Yes, a Canva's amazing.
Canva.
Transparent background.
Yes. But one thing I will say that makes you definitely authentic is not using fonts from
Canva.
So I buy my fonts and then I upload them to Canva. So no one can get that font unless you buy it.
Yes.
And you actually have to like look for it.
That's actually very, very good that some people don't know about they can do. I also will say, please stop using, don't get your feelings hurt. Please stop using Canva templates. Because I know.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Because when I go to Canva and I use Canva. I love Canva.
That's the first thing you see. And it's just like, yeah.
And when it's the first template, just at least change the colors. Change the colors, change the fonts. That's it. I will go to templates just to get inspiration. And if I'm in a pinch, I'll click on one. But I completely change it.
Yes, same.
It just shows. I get it. Sometimes we got to.
You start somewhere.
We start somewhere. I used to use the first one I see. Now I just see the importance of like being your own and being
Yes.
your own brand and your own person. And I used to use ChatGPT to make my graphics. I'm
Okay,
so embarrassed.
please. Oh my gosh, for the love of God, stop using ChatGPT
Because
for
I
your
know,
graphics.
because they use
Yeah.
ChatGPT needs to get more creative because it
Oh.
uses Tan Jamboree, and Tan Jamboree is on Canva and it's a font.
Yeah, I know. Immediately, I get turned off from a brand when I see that
Mm-hmm.
font being used.
Me
I
too.
can't remember somebody. Actually, the last check I was helping, with her content, I think she was using one of those, and I'm just like, don't use that, because right away it's like, can't like. There's nothing wrong with Canva. Canva is awesome, but use it in
Yes.
your own way. One tip that I will say that will help and will change your graphics like so much just by using Canva, um, is like messing with the sizing, the spacing in your font.
Yeah.
So like you can take that Tan Jamboree, or you can take any font on there, and it will look like its font name, but when you mess with the spacing, it will literally change it into a different font, kind of, and it kind of just makes it so much better. So
I know
like
what you're saying.
either like spaced out more or spaced in more, it changes it completely.
Even
And
the wording up and down, I do that a
yes,
lot.
and I feel like it elevates it so much more. So that's definitely a good tip if you don't want to like buy a
Yeah.
font or whatever, but you can definitely mess with like the
And you
spacing,
can
and
like
it will change it like
italicize it
drastically.
too, because that'll change it a lot. Some fonts you can't italicize, but I think like when it slants, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah,
Um,
there's so much cool things you can do on Canva, just not the whole pick a template, put
yeah.
it on tangent or whatever. The fonts that are always used, like there's so much more you can do
Dig.
than that.
So what I started doing, I'm a social media manager for Boutique Bella Bella and Porte. Love them so much. I have learned a lot just on my own. Like I have to be creative with it, right? I want to be different and be fun because that boutique is so fun and funky and different, and I want the world to know about them.
It's a beautiful boutique.
It's so cool. Well, I now know, like I'm not gonna lie, like I have to be in the mood to make a good graphic. I can't just make one. I have to, and every day I have to make a graphic for them, right? Well, I was like, I'm sick of this. I need something better. How can I make this better? So now I won't even use. I will sometimes, but lately I've been using like bubble graphics. Like when you go to Elements, and I literally I will type in like
Oh yes,
a
definitely.
bubble letter, and I will create my whole word with each
Yes.
individual letter, and it just looks 3D.
Yeah.
Make your graphics look like, just give it more dimension.
Yes.
Give it more dimension, make things more 3D, 2D, have more dimensions because it just looks like cooler. Now I will not make a graphic if it's just flat. I need it to be a little bit cooler.
Yeah,
Just for-
definitely.
Just for
Yeah,
the eye.
and there's so many bubble, not even just bubble letters, there's just so many to choose from. If you do use the elements, like it's goated. Like there's so much stuff in there. That's what I first started off with. So my bubble letters that I like, the one I love my branding for it, like I got inspired actually from a salon in San Antonio. They're called Beauty House. I don't know if you know of them, but they kind of have the bubble letters.
Cute.
And like I was like, that is so cute. I love how that looks. And so like I would look in the elements and like that I would put that together. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it because I'm tired, because you kind of had to like drag it together and like find them and pick them. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. So I just like bought some.
Well, thank you for ranting with me today. It was a short and sweet little time with us here together, but I'm glad you were here.
Yes.
Please go follow Jara and Gloss on IG. Here are her handles. I think you are seriously one of the most creative people
Stop.
I've come across. You're so cool. You're so good at what you do. Not even just nails, coffee, but content. Keep watering that flower because it's going to bloom.
I definitely need to hear that because I definitely want to. And it's so nice to hear it coming from you because I truly admire your work too.
Thank you. That's so
such a-
funny because the way I do, I feel like I need to do better.
You can definitely just see your eye and like everything that you do. And especially too, like I take your advice that you give me about content like to the heart. Like I really like put it like I think you told me not us talking when it's supposed to be an outro. I think you told me you're like, I need longer videos. And so every time that I am like editing my video, I'm like, 8 seconds, how can I make it longer? And honestly, it's been helping.
Good. I'm glad.
But yeah,
I'm really glad.
so happy to be on here with you. And till next time.
Till next time. I'll see you next time. Okay. We're alone now. I was actually really scared doing this by myself, but we're going to figure this out. So, I get a lot of questions about how to start posting, right? How do I start posting on TikTok? How do I start posting on Instagram? All of this, all the whole shebang. Truly, you just have to start. Like, you really just have to start because no one's going to record for you and no one's going to edit for you. I get a lot of questions about editing too. Like, how do you edit? I use CapCut. I already said that. But you'll learn what you like. Like, some people like InShot, some people like VN. I love CapCut and that's where I taught myself and that's where I stay, truly. So I feel like it's all trial and error. I edit as I go. That's another thing. When it comes to my vlogs, right? Let's say I start vlogging at 9 a.m. and I post it at 3 p.m. Once I start vlogging my video for the day, I start editing as I vlog. So let's say I shot 3 clips at 9 a.m., those clips are already plugged into CapCut and they're already edited. So it's easy to me because I also film my clips in like small increments. So I'll do like a 3 second clip. I'll do an intro and it's like 5 seconds and that's it. I might do it again, but I keep my clips really short because when it comes to me adding them into CapCut, they're kind of already done. So all I have to do is just move the beginning and end so there's no blank space. I feel like I don't like blank space. I don't like silence. Like, it freaks me out. So I feel like I always cut out my blank space. I always try to not, I kind of taught myself to not say the words well, like, because I feel like I'm not getting my point across fast enough. And you have to just speak with intention and just know what you're trying to say. And I'm not well spoken. I feel like I've definitely taught myself how to speak, especially when you're alone. So, like, I'm alone right now, but I'm figuring this out. Same with my videos. I film by myself. I film everything alone. And I kind of get nervous when people are with me because I forget that I got to do this with them and I'm not used to people being with me when I film. So it's all a learning curve. It's all learning and it's trial and error. And you really just figure it out as you go. And I'm still figuring it out. Sometimes I'll get inspo from other creators of how they edit and how they do this and how they add audio over their intros. And I think that's so fun. And it's definitely cool to like kind of test your skills and teach yourself new ways on how to edit your own videos. And you kind of just figure out what your audience likes as well. So if you are really inspired, take this as your sign to just start creating because there's so much room for all of us and we're all different. We all have different editing styles. We all have different personalities too. And I think that's so fun. And I have so many different like YouTubers and creators on my subscription list. Like, it's so funny. Like, I love from beauty creators to like Danny Duncan. Like, it's so crazy the broadness of how different we all are. And I think that's just the fun part about it is just create what you want to create. And if you take inspiration from another creator and it's similar, do it, but make it your own. You know, try not to copy and paste it. Make it your own so people can just learn to love you. And also, don't be afraid to show your personality. I used to be afraid to like show my personality, but honestly, like, I don't even really care at this point. I also I feel like when you kind of found your little corner in your creative space, just roll with it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too much because when you start to think about it too much, you'll get burned out and you'll start to hate it. So there'll be days where I don't want to film a single thing and I won't. And it's not that deep. Sure, yeah, TikTok might like hurt me. It's fine. Like, literally today I didn't want to film yesterday, so I don't think I did. I don't think I posted either. And today, like, my videos are doing lame, but like, who cares? It's fine. It's whatever. It's not that deep. So another thing that I know people want to know about is the creator program. So I'm a part of the TikTok creator program. Yes, I get paid for my videos, which is so cool. Yeah, it sounds amazing, right? Well, it's actually a lot harder than you think. So I remember it took me forever to hit 10,000 followers, right? Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Think about like Whenever people think like, man, I have 10,000 followers, I can't wait till I hit a million. Think of yourself in a room with 10,000 people. That's crazy. Like, that's actually insane. Even 300 people. Think of yourself in a small room with 300 people. That's nuts. So when I hit 10,000 followers, I was like, yes, I can finally apply to be in the creator program. I applied. I think it takes like a week, maybe 2 weeks to know if you get approved. Once I got approved, I was so happy. You have to have like all these requirements. You have to be like 18, I believe, 10,000 followers. You think you have to have like so many likes. I don't know. There's all these little requirements. It'll tell you if you go to your profile. Once I got approved, I was so happy. Once I got approved, all of my videos literally stopped hitting the For You page. I was like, of course, like, duh. But I honestly think that's like TikTok just trying to like test you as a creator if you're going to stay consistent. Stay consistent. Even through, I was in the 200 view, 300 view jail forever. But like, I just didn't, of course it got to me, but you just have to keep pushing. You can't let it like discourage you. It can definitely be discouraging at times, but you just have to keep pushing because it really tests yourself as a creator and it's showing TikTok that you're not going to stop. So once it got accepted, it took a long time to actually start getting good paychecks, right? So when I got my first paycheck, I was like mind blown. I was like, I can make this much money in a month. You get paid once a month from TikTok. I can make this much money from literally posting my silly little videos. Yeah, you can. And I did. And that when I first saw that, I showed my husband. I was like, look, I was so happy. I was absolutely so happy. That is kind of what gave me the motivation to keep going. And that's kind of what I do. Now, if I get paid, cool. Now, another thing, your videos have to be over 1 minute long to get paid, right? So it could be a minute and 3 seconds. Cool. I'm going to get paid from this video. Now, it depends on how many views you get. So if you get every 1,000 views is technically eligible for payment, right? Now, let's say I have like 3,000 views on a post. Some views are eligible and some aren't. Let's say some people didn't watch up to 5 seconds. Those 2,000 people that didn't watch longer than 5 seconds aren't eligible for me. Does that make sense? Let me just figure this out. This is hard to explain. Okay, let's say I had 3,000 views on a post. Let's say only 1,000 people watched the whole video. I'm only going to get paid for those 1,000 people, not for the whole 3,000. Okay? Now, how much? Every single creator gets paid differently. Rates per view or rates per minute. I don't know. No, not a minute. Rates per view. I don't know, whatever. It can range from like 19 cents to $2. When I first started, I think it was like $2. So every view that was eligible, I got paid $2 from it, right? Amazing. That whatever, changes all the time, which is like, that sucks because you can't control it. And now I have a pretty good consistent view average, I guess you can say, on my videos, and my rates per minute, rates per view, whatever, changes all the time. So it's definitely frustrating. So that's why people will say like, yes, you can make money on TikTok, but you make more money from brand deals, which yes, you do. How do you rate yourself? How do you make up your rates for a brand deal? Let's say a company reaches out to you and they want you to feature their hair product. They're going to ask you for your rate. How do you add up this rate? I asked ChatGPT. It also depends on how many followers you have, your engagement, all of that stuff. And it kind of just feels like how you feel comfortable pricing these. I don't feel comfortable pricing the price that ChatGPT tells me because I think that's insane. And I'm also like terrified to charge a company thousands of dollars. That's just crazy. But you have to see the value in yourself. And that's something I have to tell myself is like, no, there's value in my platform and there's value in my videos. And my audience also trusts what I say. And I'm always honest. I'm not going to lie and say, I look at this face mask that I've never used before. Like, no. So you also have to build a community, which I think is very important. There's a lot of people in my audience that I will recognize on the street and I will go up to them and be like, oh my gosh, like, how are you? And it's so cool. I think community is huge. I think building your community is what will carry you later. But you have to be intentional. You have to be actually intentional with the people who support you because they don't know who you are. And they're trusting you. They're trusting the things you say. They're trusting the things you're using. So you just be honest. And I think definitely being honest and being true to yourself is very important. More important than making money on a TikTok video. Like, no, it's not that serious. It really isn't, in my opinion. Some people, this is their dream. I wouldn't say this has always been a dream of mine. I have a lot of interests, but I've always wanted to do something like this in this world, you could say. I never knew what it looked like, but I think now I kind of have an idea that this is kind of what that's going to look like. Who knows? It could go a million different ways, but I definitely do enjoy creating and having a space for other women to learn how to create. I feel like I'm going to have to make a whole other episode about this because I just love talking about content creation and how I got started. And I love sharing my knowledge, my tips with everybody else because there's room for all of us. And I also feel like the whole like algorithm, hashtag strategy, keyword strategy, posting times, it is important. There are little things that are important. I feel like having a background in social media management is kind of what helped me kind of grow in a way. I did post at certain times in the beginning, and there was I think I would say maybe a good month I posted 3 times a day because I saw somebody say they posted 3 times a day, and I sure did. And I don't know how I did, but I did. And that definitely helped me grow, but it also exhausted me, and I was like, no, I'm done doing this. So I ended up just posting more intentional videos and more, good quality videos as far as like not so much, yes, the camera, but the topics and the ideas and what I'm actually putting out there because some people do care and some people don't care. But just post what you like, post what brings you joy, and post what you think is going to inspire or educate somebody else because some people will get inspired about your everyday mundane life because that's kind of what inspired me. Emily Kaiser inspired me. She posted her everyday life, waking up and just cleaning her house. And I was like, man, I need to clean my house. So I would. Things that you think are simple and mundane, somebody else is going to think it's the most interesting thing ever. So I feel like there's content in so many things. There's content everywhere. There's inspiration everywhere. Take inspiration from everything. Even just like if I will say too, I get in like a creative dump where like I have absolutely no inspiration. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I should film. Like, are people sick of this? And that's mainly probably because I haven't taken care of myself, which I won't lie was probably like this last week or two. I've just been like so busy. I haven't even had time to like sit down with myself and just like have some time with the Lord too. So I definitely have been prioritizing that. But you have to take care of yourself because once you start hating and dreading filming or editing, you're gonna burn yourself out. So don't love that. Don't recommend that. Definitely take care of yourself first. And just put out good things. Put out positivity. Put out love. Put out nice words. I will never honestly, I will never bash a local business because that's somebody's livelihood. That's somebody's business. And if I don't like something, doesn't mean I'm going to go out and post, oh, that coffee sucked. Absolutely not. That's absolutely terrible. Because what if my mom loved it? Like, no, you can't. We all have our own opinions. And I think I would rather highlight somebody that I had a good experience with than bash someone's whole business. Absolutely not. What if somebody hates my hat? Somebody probably hates my shirts. That's fine. They're entitled to that, So I just think putting out good things in the world is better than just putting out hate because like I don't like negativity. I don't like bashing people. I also feel like I love supporting women-owned business. I love supporting local. I just love sharing my city with others that just aren't too familiar with what's going around. So I definitely just think I get also people ask me like, how do you know what's going on? How do you find these places? One, my husband, and two, because I am always out and about and I'm always driving around. I just see them. Like I will literally just see them on the side of the road like, "Oh, what's that?" And I look them up on Instagram or on Facebook or on Maps and I just Google it. And that's kind of how I find them out. And then I start posting about it. So, that's kind of honestly like that's kind of my whole take on content creation. I definitely recommend if you want to start, just start. I want to start so many other projects. I want to film YouTube videos. I haven't even gotten there yet. And who knows when they're going to let us buy Canon G7Xs again. Who even cares, right? Those cameras are out anyways. But just do it. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to film it for you. No one's going to give you that extra push. And it's never too late. It's never ever too late. One of my favorite YouTubers is literally like 40. So just like have fun with it. You know, I hope I can create for as long as I can. I can't wait to show our new home when we start building and showing you the process of that and then living on that land, how we're going to navigate that cuz I'm going to freak out if I see another snake. But showing that part of my life I'm excited for. So I can't wait to show more things and just connect with more people and show more people how to live their life and how to have fun living life and how to just connect with others around us because it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But thank you for tuning in for our second episode of Hey Howdy Hi. This is so much fun. If you have any questions, leave them below. I can't wait to just share more knowledge because I feel like I have so much, but I'm just like, I don't even remember what I was going to say. But if you have any questions about content creation, about where to start, leave them below and I will definitely answer them on our next episode. If there's anybody you want to see on here, let me know. Shoot me a DM. I can't wait to see where this goes. But thank you for listening. I will see you next time. I think we're done.